Are you in a hurry? I mean, how often do you find yourself feeling rushed or anxious or fretting, just doing the normal things that you do in a given day or week? I was reading a quote from Dallas Willard, who was a great philosopher and theologian of this century. And he suggested if we can seek to ruthlessly eliminate hurry from our lives will transform. And I've been sitting with that and playing with it and asking myself, what does it look like to ruthlessly eliminate hurry? If you're like me, sometimes that can sound like, well, then I'm just sitting around doing nothing, as if the only way to have activity is to do it in a hurried fashion. So let me distinguish hurry from urgency. Hurry is without intention. Have you ever found yourself hurrying or rushing and you don't really know why? There's not a time clock on you. There's not specific pressure, but you just naturally, you've educated yourself, you've trained yourself to operate in a way that is just full of hurry and rushing and anxiety. I notice when I'm driving, if I'm in a spirit of hurry. You know, when you're driving and somebody pulls out in front of you, or the traffic is going slower than you think it should, or you're wanting to get somewhere but the light changes, what initially rises up in you? Do you have a sense of peace? Are you calm? Are you certain that you're going to get where you're going? Or do you notice this internal state of hurry, of being rushed, of anxiousness? What would it look like if that was eliminated from your life? What would it look like if somebody could pull out in front of you, or the light could change, or traffic was bad, and you actually had the freedom to sit in peace and calm and trust that everything was going to turn out okay? You could still get where you're going without the added experience of hurry. If that is you, if you notice that in your life, here's an incredible opportunity to infuse rest, to infuse a sense of intentionality and peace in your day-to-day life. You can be urgent. You can activate what's necessary and what's needed in a given day without the energy that this hurriedness brings with it. That mood, that vibe, that expression, that frenetic type of movement when we are hurried. Now, often when we get caught in this mood and this energy of hurry, we can't rest. There is no rest available or rest that is possible. And I'm going to invite you for the next couple of minutes to consider, how do you rest? What practices do you put in place to make sure that you're resting? If you're like me, nothing is real unless it lives in your calendar. Where do your commitments live outside of your brain to help you keep them? Schedule your rest. Carve out the time. Put it in your calendar, whether it's exercise, whether it's stretching, whether it's taking a long walk, whether it's reading a book, whatever it is, whatever you need to experience that rest, to disengage from that automatic sense of hurry. What does it look like on a daily basis, weekly basis, a monthly basis, an annual basis? Plan it out. Do it. Get intentional about it and see what transforms in your day-to-day experience of living your life. I know for me, one of the practices that I began to implement right when I began chemotherapy in August of 2022 was getting up first thing in the morning and taking 30 minutes of dedicated time just to stretch, just to lay on the floor, to stretch, do yoga, listen to some uplifting music, and get myself calm, get myself ready for the day, move my body and get myself ready for the day. And it was such a resourceful practice, not just because I was going through chemo, although it was very resourceful in that season. I've kept it up ever since then. And every day, even if I get up early to travel, or I'm in a hotel, or I'm doing something different, those 30 minutes remain. First thing, right out of bed, even if it's 4:30 in the morning because I have to leave for a trip. What do you do on a regular basis that infuses rest and combats that experience or sense of hurry in your life? You've heard me say it before, pause, take a breath, make a new choice. How about you carve out some time for yourself right now? Check out my Take a Moment playlist. It's a series of brief contemplative videos to help you slow down, to stay present, to be in the moment and see what is the moment calling for and also what's the moment offering you. If this resonated with you, if you are that person who finds themselves in a hurry quite often, like, subscribe, put something in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. What opened up for you listening to this, or what else would you like to hear about?